Greetings and welcome to another episode of Trippy Food. Today we're in the city of Boston, Massachusetts, and we're here to check out the oldest restaurant in the United States. Now, there are a couple of other restaurants, if you look it up, that state that they're the oldest in the United States, but a lot of those are taverns and not in continuous operation. The Union Oyster House has been in continuous operation since 1826. It's seen a lot of history, and it's always been in this one little location here. So we're going to check it out and see what the oldest restaurant in the United States is all about.
The original Oyster House, and there are 3 buildings, and the restaurant actually has 575 seats, and upstairs in the dining room there are 240.
But initially it was this center section here.
Exactly, that section right over there.
Oh wow, amazing. A little bit of history.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Good.
When you come inside, you're in the original restaurant where the Webster Bar, the gift shop, and some old booths are located. The main feature in the room is the Lobster Tank, which is stocked daily. Our host Anton reached in and grabbed a huge lobster to show us how they're trained to hold postcards, but the lobster wasn't very cooperative. There's no record of when the Union Oyster House was built. The first known tenant was a dry goods store called At the Sign of the Cornfields. Printer Isaiah Thomas printed the Massachusetts Spy in 1771 on the upper floor, and during the Revolutionary War, Ebenezer Hancock served as a paymaster for the Continental Army. Right now they're readying the Union Bar, and by lunchtime this place will be packed behind me. This is in the building next door, which was originally part of the property, but they only expanded into this building and the building on the other side later. Now this room is pretty cool. So they have little dioramas of every one of the stops on the Freedom Trail. So if your feet hurt and you don't really feel like going on the Freedom Trail, you just come on in here and just look around. You can actually sit in here and eat. This room is known as Webster's Den. It's quiet right now, but this is a private function room, so they clean it all up and make it all nice for people, and then they have weddings and different parties or events in this room. You can get lost walking through the maze of dining rooms across 3 floors and 2 buildings, each uniquely decorated with historic and creative art. Naturally, when you've been around as long as the Union Oyster House has, you get your share of celebrities and famous people in here. So, preserved for posterity, here's a list of just some of them. There's also a kind of a wall of fame that they have little plaques on, and then some political figures as well. In addition to the murals, dioramas, and reliefs, there's also a few dollhouse-sized models scattered around the restaurant. So this is nice. I get to sit in the famous Kennedy booth, and this booth was frequented by John F. Kennedy when he was a senator. He would come in here on Sundays and read the paper here because it was difficult to read at the bar, and so they dedicated this booth specifically to John F. Kennedy. So if you're lucky and you get here early enough, you can actually sit in this booth. Hi, John. So right now, we're at the Daniel Webster Bar, and this is so named because statesman Daniel Webster spent a lot of time here. Apparently he would eat many orders of oysters, so we decided we were going to get some of the local oysters. And what's your name?
Nick.
Nick. So Nick's going to tell us what we're actually eating here.
Yeah, so 2 different oysters from Massachusetts. These are looking back here, our Buzzard's Bay, Southgate. And then in front, closest to you, our Duxbury's, which is the south shore, just south of Boston.
But all your oysters come from the Cape.
Primarily, yes. We'll go to like PEI up in Canada, down to Virginia. That's as far south as we go, but primarily in the northeast here. So.
Okay, well let's give these a try. And some people put lemon on it and cocktail sauce and horseradish, and that's all there if that's what you want, but I kind of like mine just the way they are. Yeah, it's got a nice brine.
Cooked perfectly.
My compliments to the chef. Thank you. Oh, it's really good. Let's try these down. According to legend, Daniel Webster would have had at least 6 servings of a half a dozen oysters and a glass of brandy and water. In addition to shucking tens of thousands of local oysters at the Daniel Webster Bar, the Union Oyster House's most popular dishes are their New England clam chowder and lobster roll. It was the first restaurant in America to serve toothpicks to their dinner guests. When you come down to the Union Oyster House, in addition to it being a Boston fixture, it's also a national landmark. So when you enjoy the food, you're also taking in a little bit of American history. Make sure you get down here early. It gets really crowded. Sometimes there's a little bit of a wait, but it's well worth it. Come down, Union Oyster House, Boston, Massachusetts, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.